לקראת שבת המלכה, החמה מראש האילנות נסתלקה. בואי כלה, 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 בואי כלה. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Welcome, everyone. Hi, Marley. My name is Cantor Ilana Jagoda K, and it's a joy to get to lead with my husband, Saul K, this evening. Usually he's at the piano, but I brought him up tonight. And you might see our kids come up also. So, Marley, if you want to go hang out in my office, the kids are in there. So, thank you. So, this week I had a chance to listen to a podcast in which one of my favorite authors, Elizabeth Gilbert, was interviewed by one of my other favorite authors, Glennon Doyle. Glennon asked Elizabeth to paint a picture of her spiritual practice. Elizabeth shared that each day she asked God one question, the same question: Dear God, what would you have me know today? And then the answer, magically, comes through her. She puts pen to paper, and the words just pour out. Elizabeth shared that the presence of God has never not been there. The answer always surprises her. In fact, it delights her. How amazing is it that the God of her own creation, her higher power, writes her a personal letter every day. So, have I tried this yet? No. But I'm very curious to see what would happen. I see this as an exercise that is deeply powerful listening. It's an exercise of trust and of faith, and it somehow transcends the boundaries of a specific religious practice and allows for our relationship to God to be whatever we make it, whatever question you want to ask, whatever form the ever-loving and infinite God is that we need will be the God that shows up to offer us guidance. It's a God that meets us wherever we are. So as we gather in prayer tonight, we're able to offer ourselves a perspective that allows us to take account of where the week has led us. So maybe Shabbat can be a portal to a more peaceful inner landscape, a place where the air is a little more still and each breath we take leads us to a calmer and more connected heart and mind. And so we'll begin by welcoming in the ministering angels. We'll sing Shalom Aleichem, page 24. And if this is your first time here at PTBE, we are using the Mishkan Tefillah. It's the skinnier blue book in your seats. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei HaMlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. הקדוש ברוך הוא. ברכוני לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון. מי מלך מלאכי המלאכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. צאתכם לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון. מי מלך מלאכי המלאכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. We continue welcoming in Shabbat, and we honor Kayla Loke this Shabbat, in which she will be called to Torah as a B mitzvah tomorrow morning. So we'd like to call Kayla up to light our Shabbat candles with her mom Anne and her brother Ezri.
As the Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our light, give light to all who behold us.
As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light.
Okay, Ezri, are you going to sing it? Okay.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher k'dashanu v'mitzvotav v'tivanu v'hani nashal Shabbat. Amen.
Beautiful job, Ezri. Thank you, Kayla and Anne.
Let's give him a big Yasher Koach. 1, 2, 3.
Yasher Koach.
Yasher Koach. Wow.
We welcome our Shabbat bride with the singing of Lecha Dodi, page 20. We will sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. When we get to the last verse, we will rise and face the doors to greet the Queen. Lecha Dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela. 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 שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ותפארת ולתחילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. kala pene Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, ki va'orech kumi ori, uri shir daveri, kevoranai halayich nigalecha dodi, likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi, likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela. Please rise as we face the doors. Boi v'shalom ateret ba'ala, gam besimcha u'vetzola, tochem u'neyam segula, boi chala, lecha dodi, likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi, likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela. We're going to remain standing for the Baruch, our call to prayer. It's both a call to one another and a call to the divine. There's a shift that happens when we get to the Baruch. The prayer leader turns away from the congregation for the first time, and all our words and attention will be directed somewhere beyond this room. And we only recite the Baruch as a group, as a minimum of 10, to form a minyan. So you're needed for this prayer. Your voice and response is an essential component of this praise that we offer. As we bless, we are blessed. Page 28. Do do do. Do 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 Come all of you, come all of us, bless the one who blesses. Come all of you, come all of us, bless the one who blesses. Blessed is the blessed one, blessed is the giver of blessing, blessed in this moment now and every now to come. Blessed is the blessed one, blessed is the giver of blessing, blessed in this moment now and every now to come. Come all of you, come all of us, bless the one who blesses. Come all of you, come all of us, bless the one who blesses. Baruch hu et Adonai ha-mevorach. Baruch Adonai ha-mevorach lehi olam va'ed. Come all of you, come all of us, bless the one who blesses. Come Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Please be seated. Continue with the Ve'ahavta on page 36. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meodecha v'chayu hadvarim ha'ele Sher Anochi Metzavecha Hayom Alevavecha Veshinanta Ham Levanecha V'dibarta Bam Beshivtecha V'veitecha U'vlechtecha V'aderech U'shochbecha U'vkumecha U'kshartam le'ot al yadecha V'chayu letotafot beinenecha U'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha U'visharecha Lemahan tizkeru V'asitem et kol mitzvotai V'tem kedoshim lelohechem Ani Adonai Elohechem Asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihiot lachem lelohim Ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem Emet.
Okay, so I want to take a deep breath for a second. I know it's hard to mask, but try. Do your best. Take a deep breath. And think about all the miracles that had to happen for you to be sitting here or sitting on Zoom there. There's a lot. Now, if you would, close your eyes. It looks like this, okay? What did you come here for? Why did you come here? Maybe your parents took you. Why did you come here? Why did you come here this evening? You could be watching the Warriors game right now. Maybe some of you are in the back. No, I'm just teasing. No, why did you come here? What did you come here for? So they say on Shabbat, you get a second soul. And that soul directs you. That soul is seeking something. That's why it comes. That's why it comes in. And more often than not, it's just seeking a rest. It just needs a rest from everything. So if you've been living on planet Earth this week, maybe you need a rest too. Maybe your soul needs a rest from all of the information. You know, they say we get more information in 1 hour at this time than the average person got in their lifetime 1,000 years ago. There's just so much information. So I just want to bless everyone that as we sing and pray, that you just give yourself the greatest gift in the world, which is just to be right here and just let it all go for a second. So as we walk into the light, we can walk together.
We are walking, we are walking, we are walking in the light of God. We are walking, we are walking, we are walking in the light of God. 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 We are walking in the מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות וספלת, נורא תהילות וספלת. We are walking, we are walking, we are walking in the light of God. We are walking, we are walking, we are walking in the light of God. Help us to lie down at night in comfort, safety, and peace. May the dreams of our children be sweet tonight and tomorrow and the day after. May the future be bright for them and for their children and for generations to come. Grant us the ability to rest after long days of work and worry. Give us the chance to let our souls be at peace, and give us the grace to know how to separate from the things we cannot control. Allow us to quiet our bodies and our minds as we drift away from the mundane and enter into a sacred dream space. Spread over us the shelter of your comforting presence. Help us to know that it is okay to let go, to breathe, to be, to just be. Journey with us into our sublime subconscious and let us live in this liminal space of neither here nor there. For when we are with you, we are never truly alone. Guide us, watch over us, protect us. Allow us to rise in the morning with the fragrance of a new dawn, a chance to hope to create ourselves anew, again and again. Hashkireinu Adonai Eloheinu Leshadom Lecha Amidenu Shomreinu Lechayim Ufros Aleinu Sukat Shlomecha Ufros Aleinu Sukat Shlomecha. Life, guardian of peace, keep us safe in the night. Shomreinu lechayim, guardian of life, guardian of peace, keep us safe in the night. Shomreinu lechayim, Shomreinu lechayim. keep us safe in the night. Shomreinu lechayim, guardian of life, guardian of peace, keep us safe in the night. Shomreinu lechayim, guard the sweet soul of humanity. Please protect us under your great canopy, so we will feel the shelter of your love. Feel the shelter of your love. Hashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom, ve'echa amideinu shoreinu lechayim ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. We turn to page 46. We rise for our standing prayer, the Amidah. I'll begin with the intention, asking God to open our lips and our hearts in prayer, and then we will continue silently, giving you time to offer the prayers on your heart. And when you feel ready after that, please take a seat. Adonai sfatai tiftach, ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai sfatai tiftach, ufi yagi tehilatecha. Oh, eternal God, open my lips, that my mouth may declare your glory. Oh, eternal God, open my lips, that my mouth may declare your glory. Oh, sweet Spirit, hear my prayer. Help these words heal someone out there. I am but a voice just a cry in the air, but I sing nonetheless in this pain we share. Oh, sweet friends, come and dry your eyes. Hold each other by this tree of life. Angry and tired of this great divide, but I sing nonetheless with love on our side. Oh, sweet souls who feel broken now, we'll heal together somewhere, somehow. Time and again we have been let down, but we sing nonetheless, still holding, still proud. We offer our prayers for healing. Perhaps it is you that needs the prayer for healing, or a loved one. If there is someone that you are thinking of and praying for this evening, I'm going to offer you to share the name out loud with this community here, or you can just offer the name on your heart. And if you're on Zoom, please offer names in the chat. So you're welcome to share a name of someone if you'd like to. We also hold these members of our community in our prayers: Stephanie Levitt, Marilyn Greenwald, Marcia Margolin, Francie Karp, Donna Spanger, Evan Bin, Lynn Etlinger, Larry Margolis, Dory Winchell, Gary Verbin, Larry Gurman, Rebecca Frazier, Marcel Frazier, Sherry Berenstein, Maxine Rogo, Pari Meskin, David Habib, Anna Tran, Jane Barker Haugen, Lev Heschel Ben Bat Ami, Suzanne Price, Carney Friedman family, Carol Kleinman, Art Miller, Sergio Ribka, Samuel, Jimmy Ezekiel, Ruth Reimke, Carol Penn, Ellis Schulman, Jessica Bobson, Lillian Ween, Abdullah Ibrahim, Cindy Brines, Louise Eliscu, Dolores Gould, Tim Twomley, Elisheva Hanna, Peter Spivak, Father Eric Hines, Michael McNally, Helen Ganon, Sandy Beckman, and Roma Auerbach. Oh, sweet Spirit, hear my prayer. Help these words heal someone out there. We offer them a refuah shlema, a complete healing. Story time. Let's all take a break. Tell you a little story about Rabbi Akiva. Almost 2,000 years ago lived a very wealthy man named Kalba Savua. He owned lots of land with sheep and cattle and had a daughter named Rachel. One of his shepherds was named Akiva. Akiva worked in the fields of Kalba Shavua, and it was there that he first saw Rachel. They fell in love and with her and wanted to marry each other, but Kalba Shavua would never agree. Akiva was 40 years old and was a shepherd his whole life. He never went to school and he didn't know any Torah. Kalba Shavua told his daughter Rachel that he didn't want her marrying a man who didn't know any Torah. And if she married Akiva, she wouldn't inherit any of her father's wealth. Rachel didn't want her father to be disappointed with her, so she made a deal with Akiva. She told him, "I will marry you, but only if you promise to learn Torah." Akiva accepted. The day after their wedding, Akiva went away to the nearest town to a yeshiva and began his Torah studies. At first, he was discouraged. He had to be in the classroom with students who were just learning the Aleph Bet. But he kept at his studies. For 12 years, he stayed and studied and grew smarter and smarter. Finally, Akiva was ready to return home. He traveled back to the land of Kalba Shavua, but when he got there, he overheard Rachel talking with one of her friends. Her friend said, "Don't you miss your husband? He's been away for so long." But Rachel answered, "I would wait for him for another 12 years if it meant that my husband was a scholar of Torah." When Akiva heard this, he didn't tell Rachel he was home. Instead, he turned around and went back to the town to study more Torah. He stayed and learned for another 12 years. Finally, Akiva was ready to return home, but he was no longer just Akiva. He was now Rabbi Akiva. He had learned so much Torah and gained many, many students. In fact, when he went home, 24,000 of his students followed him back to his hometown to be devoted to their teacher. When Rabbi Akiva showed up back on the land of Kalba Shavua, he couldn't believe his eyes. He apologized that he ever doubted Akiva, and Akiva accepted his apology. Rabbi Akiva said, "It is all thanks to your daughter Rachel, who is willing to marry me and who will help me become a great man." The Omer, which is counted between Pesach and Shavuot, is also the time in which Rabbi Akiva had died, and it was a time of deep mourning for his beloved students. Rabbi Akiva was so committed to study that he was willing to put Rachel's love on hold in order to honor his own personal transformation from shepherd to great scholar. And we learn from this story that growth is possible at any age. Thus, we always count up with a sense that we are always building on each step of our learning, step by step. So I'd like to count the Omer with you this evening. I'll say the blessing, and you can say Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat haomer. Amen. Blessed are you, Adonai, ruler of the universe, who has sanctified us with his commandments and commanded us to count the Omer. Hayom chamisha ushloshim yom shechem chamisha shvuot laomer. Today is 35 days, which is 5 weeks of the Omer. And yesterday was Lag BaOmer. Saul, do you want to come say anything about Lag BaOmer? No. Thank you.
Okay, Lag BaOmer. Well, it's true, 24,000 students. That was a lot. Any teachers here? I mean, I taught music one-on-one. 24,000, that's a lot to wrangle. So, yes, all his students died during the Omer because they were fighting. So, Lag BaOmer is the day that they supposedly stopped fighting. So, the period of the Omer is kind of a period of mourning. Lag BaOmer is the 33rd day of the Omer, which was yesterday, the day before yesterday. And it's a day of celebration, and it's also the birthday of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, who was one of Rabbi Akiva's greatest students. So great, in fact, the story goes like this. We have another few seconds. That there was a lot of persecution of the Jews during that time. And so a lot of Jews went into hiding, and they weren't actually allowed to teach Torah in public, or they would be killed. So it was a tough time, and Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai hid in a cave with his son for, guess how long? Kids? Anybody? On Zoom? Guesses?
49 weeks.
49 weeks? That's a pretty, that could work. Longer. Anyone? Come on.
24,000.
24,000 weeks. Well, I don't know about math thing. 12 years.
Oh.
12 years with his son, only eating carobs and carob extracts and drinking water. And they had one pair of clothes, so they would bury themselves to the neck and study Torah all day. So story goes like this, gets even more esoteric. So they got out of the cave and they go on a walk and they saw some people doing some things. And Rabbi Akiva said something not so nice about the people. And they were in a field and the field exploded. And God said to Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, go back in the cave until you can come out and love my people. So they went back in the cave for how long? Wrong. 1 year. For 1 year. Only 1 year. Then they came out and they saw someone carrying wood before Shabbat to prepare. And they said, wow, it's amazing. They're so excited about celebrating. And so then God deemed that he was worthy to come back into the world and that he wasn't going to destroy everyone with his knowledge and uplift people. So he also wrote a book. I'm almost done. You asked me to talk. He also wrote a book called the Zohar, which is also known as the Book of Splendor. So if you're on Zoom at home, check it out. It's amazing. It's really the origin of the Kabbalistic wisdom and the mystical traditions of Judaism. And so we celebrate his birth on Lag BaOmer, and they also have a lot of bonfires, and they play archery, and I think that's enough. Is that good?
That was great. I knew you'd have something good to say about Lag BaOmer. Thank you, Saul. And I'd like to invite another one of our community Torah scholars actually to give the announcements this evening. Steve Diamond, one of our board of trustees, is on Zoom this evening, and he's going to be sharing some community announcements.
Cantor Lama, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Welcome to Peninsula Temple Bethel. Whether you're here with us physically or joining us virtually, we're very happy to be together with you this Shabbat. Thank you, Cantor, Alana, and Saul, for the beautiful and meaningful Erev Shabbat service. Mazal Tov to Kayla and the Loki family on Kayla's Bar Mitzvah. Please join our Shabbat morning service via Zoom to help celebrate with the family. Zoom coordinates are in the e-news blast. I have a few announcements to share with you tonight. Rodfei Tzedek invites you to join them this Sunday for the next PTBE Garden Workday. They've planted organic food crops, which will be harvested and donated to Samaritan House. No experience or equipment is necessary. You can contact Rebecca Schwartz via the e-news blast for more information. Our Shavuot Yizkor service of remembrance, the last Yizkor service of 5782, will take place via Zoom on Sunday, June 5th at 10 a.m. You can find the coordinates in the e-news blast. Our Torah Project Siyum, our celebration and closing ceremony, is scheduled for Sunday, June 12th from 2 to 4 p.m. in Fellowship Hall. Join our clergy and Rabbi Druin, our sofer, our scribe, to welcome our new Torah with song, prayer, and blessing. RSVP via the e-news blast. To support Ukrainian Jews during the crisis, you can make donations to a variety of relief groups, including Chazon, the Jewish Federation of North America, the Joint Distribution Committee, and the Jewish Community Federation Ukraine Emergency Fund. You'll find links to donate in the e-news blast. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, Steve. Shabbat Shalom. If you haven't ever visited our community garden, it's really sweet. It's on the far side of the building. If you walk down the parking lot, I've been taking little walks there, and now there's tomatoes and peppers growing, and lots of kale and chard, and it's just, I'm so happy that like food is growing here. So yasher koach to our Road Fate Tzedek and all our gardening helpers, and if you want to join in, come on Sunday. Okay, so we are going to shift our service a bit and turn our thoughts to memory. If you are here observing a yahrzeit in Shiva or Shloshim, the first week or the first several weeks of the loss of a loved one, I invite you to please rise. And if you are here remembering the anniversary of someone, this is their yearly yahrzeit, I also ask you to rise at this time. We are remembering Roberta Porter, Bernie Guerrero, Dorothy Granite, Lisa Gorin Davis, Marlene Lassoff, Kathy Williams, Jack S. Jacobs, and Estelle Balapol. And for the yahrzeit of this anniversary, we remember Judy August, Daniel Appleblum, Irene Dorothy Barron, Davud Bashada, Max Beischt, Adele Bloom, Linda Braffman Dannenberg, Louis Burton Levy, Paul H. Byers, June Kahn, Etol Shertet, Corey Cohn, Helen Zabin Cook, Ellie Cooperman, Herman Ellison, Jack Feinstein, Ann Finkelstein, Esther Friedman, Frank Gampon, Esther Gorelick, Hal Gordon, Barbara Greenberg, Anna Kruger, Hector Kazinchner, Max Levin, Wallace Levy, Robert Penn, Zara Raymer, David Ruskin, Camila Schlater, Esther Schwartz, Erwin Shapiro, Moses Steiner, Marvin Tepperman, Ethel Virgos, Rita Waldstein. And if there's anyone's name who was not mentioned and you'd like to share the name, please do so. We invite the community to join our mourners. We rise and we turn to page 294 to recite the mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal ve'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach chirutei ve'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kari ve'imru amen. Yehe shmei Rabbah mevarach leolam ulmei almaya. Yitbarach ve'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shmei dekudesha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechamata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehe shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. May the one who makes harmony on high bring peace to all, and to all Israel, in which we say, amen. All right, Kayla, you ready for Kiddush? We turn into a moment of celebration. Kayla is going to lead us in Kiddush and Hamotzi. Hold this. And take your mask off or no?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei v'ari hagafen. The whole thing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam אשר קידשנו במצוותיו ורצה ושבת קודשו באהבה ורצון הנהילנו זיכרון למעשה בראשית כי הוא יום תהיה למקראי קודש זהר יצירת מצרים הבנו ובחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנהלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת אמן. לחיים. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lahem min haaretz. Amen. I can share this.
Right, so all back up to the bima, wishing everyone a very sweet Shabbat.
Tell a quick funny story. Okay, so last Shabbat I was in Salt Lake City, and I was looking for a challah desperately. Okay, so I went online. I'm like, challah, Salt Lake City. There is a place. There's a store in Salt Lake City. It's called Challah Back Dough. It's called Challah Back Dough, and it has every kind of challah you can imagine. So if you're ever in Salt Lake City on Shabbat,
Did you order
Challah
it?
Back Dough. Yes, I did.
How did it taste is the question.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay. We're going to need the challah update. Ready?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Hold on. Tomorrow night, we're having a CD release concert for Ilana Jagoda K. The new record, This Is What I Offer You. I think it might be sort of sold out, but I'm not sure. I think you can probably still come. There's a lot of room. We're going to open up the doors. There's going to be a band. It's going to be awesome. Like a rock show. Come, celebrate.
Yes, it'll be fun. 1, 2, 3. Oh, say shalom. Bimroma. Oh, say shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu. Count it. 1. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom to everyone on Zoom.
Shabbos. See you tomorrow night.
Recording stopped.
Shabbat shalom. What is this honor?